Internet Sergeant, welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, today's episode, we're revisiting our old friends at GO2 Bank who have $50 up for grabs, compliments of a checking account offer. So, in typical fashion, we'll cover this offer, terms, conditions, requirements, eligibility, everything you need to know to make GO2 Bank's money become your money. So, of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, as always, you have a blog post down below as well as a referral link. This one is a referral, 50 for you, 50 for myself, or whatever channel member I plug in there over time. If you want to know more about that, stay tuned to the end. In typical housekeeping fashion, the highest I've ever seen is $100 for this offer, but we haven't seen that since like mid-2023, so it's been quite some time. They had a 75 at one point, but again, it's been about a year-ish, year and a half maybe since I've seen that one, so I'd just be aware of it. I figure it's time to refresh this one, and we need something to talk about, truthfully. So $50 if you want it. If not, you could certainly wait it out and see if those come back, but for those interested, let's get to work here with the promotional material, and maybe other extra bonus money went to this lady because she is super hyped, or maybe she just didn't know about the $100 one that happened years ago, and she's just really happy to get $50. I mean, that's quite a smile. That's what happens when you subscribe to this channel. You say, hey, there's even a website I can read about this stuff with the same guy. Amazing. So let's keep going here. Let's get excited like her. Requirements: open a new checking account using the referral link. Obviously, that'll be down below for you. Are you going to want to direct deposit $200 within 45 days of opening the account? And the bonus is said to post from the terms within 48 hours after completion. And right now, this is valid through the end of the year of 2025. However, again, this is one that they, at $50 is the base, the standard offer, I would say, and they usually run this. So even if you're watching this a year from now, I would imagine they've extended this out. But the blog post will have your most updated information. And there you go, just like that, $50 is yours. So overall, I mean, the good part here about these quick payouts is, one, you don't have to wait forever to get paid. But number two is that if you don't have a real direct deposit, you can try a few things very quickly. We got a 45-day runway there to try it out and see what hits. This one, again, has been around for a while, so you may be able to find some comments on what has worked in the past. Again, when I did it, I opened this account years ago. I'm pretty sure I just used a real direct deposit, but of course, business accounts-wise, things like that. Sometimes these fintech banks get kind of hip to those and they shut them down potentially. So I really don't know, but again, it's been around for long enough, and you do have a long enough runway to keep trying things, which is helpful. Now, on to eligibility fees and closure next. So here we have it. As you would have guessed, this is nationwide. It is new customers only. Sometimes you are able to churn these over time. Who's to say how long it's going to be between being a customer. But again, it is supposed to be new customers only. GO2 Bank checking. This has always been odd to me. It has a $5 monthly fee. It's waived with monthly direct deposit. They do not specify how much you have to direct deposit. It just says monthly direct deposit. So at least, get in, get your money. I would probably still not close it right away, even though, as you can see, there's no closure rule listed. I still like to wait, 90 days when there's no closure rule, if you're not interested in the referral program that we'll touch on. It is also worth noting, for that referral program, you do need to have a direct deposit of $100 a month to qualify for your referral link. Don't worry, I do keep this open, obviously, and I do a real direct deposit of $100. I've actually been doing too much. It used to be $200, so they've lowered that. So next month I will only do $100, but I do that to keep the referral open and to avoid the $5 fee. So overall, not too bad. The $5 fee is just weird. So for a lot of you, I would understand if you did not want to keep this one open. Again, I keep it open for referrals. The referral program, I think it's 50 for you, 50 for me. I think it caps out at 30 people, or like $1,500 a year, which is actually pretty good. And $50 isn't, you can decide for yourself. But normally people like to see $100, as we covered here. They don't do $100 too often. I've never seen it once. But over the course of the year, you can usually get a few referrals. And again, stay tuned to the end if you need some help with that. So that's why I keep it open. I do just, my employer uses the payroll system we use. We can kind of split it off, and you can send it. In the past, you could send it to $100 here, $500 here, what have you. So it hasn't been too bad to send a real one to avoid the $5 fee. Another thing worth noting, though, is if you want to get money, when you want to get your money out of GO2, you do have to pull it out. I don't have the option, at least in my account, to ACH out anymore, which is one of those weird annoyances of fintech banks, they pull features that are, staples of banking. So I don't expect anyone to be using this account for real, but when you want to get your money out or your bonuses out, what have you, you got to pull it, not push it. So just, I don't know, I shake my head, but whatever, the money's there, so it's fine. So really, that's mostly what you need to know. I will say, this is, in the past, they have been somewhat difficult. For myself especially, I think 2 years ago we did a video on the main channel where I had to file a CFPB complaint to get, like, I don't know, $1,200 in referrals or something like that. They had sent me the email confirming they were going to deposit the funds into the account, and they just never did. And so long story short, I filed a CFPB complaint. It took a while, like a few months, but I did get the money plus a courtesy few extra dollars for my hassles. So if you're, they could be an issue. I believe Green Dot is the bank by them, and usually you see Green Dot. It's not always the best of times. Doesn't mean that's going to go be your experience. I know there's a lot of people who apply for this, and I never hear from them at all, which is great. If I never hear from you, I assume it went smashingly well. But just, again, giving you all the information so you can make an informed decision. So with that, let's hit the summary slide here and bring us home to plug some more stuff, shall we? All right, it is GO2 Bank, as we said. The product is a checking account. It is, of course, nationwide. Your payout right now is $50. Your requirements are very simple. Direct deposit $200 within 45 days of opening. Again, they do note a quick payout, so you should be able to test it, find something that does work. There are fees, but they are avoidable, and closure, as there's no closure rule, so you could shut it down. Again, if they pay that quickly, I'd still probably wait a month or two at the least. But, you'd probably be fine, honestly, if you close it the very next month. But anyways, if this one is not for you, well, then check out ProfitableContent.com, which is the channel's blog. It's always linked down below for you and on the channel homepage. Over there, we have, of course, the latest news stories, plenty more bank promotions, many of which do not charge you $5 for no apparent reason. And, of course, we have credit card offers if you want to hit all the earnings. In addition to that, we've talked about referral links. You might want to consider joining our channel members Discord. It's $5 a month, just $5 a month, not like these guys. Again, it's a Discord server between this channel and the main channel. Just join on whichever one is your favorite. We're about 100 members strong over there. We are 100 members strong, actually. And the gist of it is to assemble some of the best bonus hunters in the game to not only refer one another, be long-lost cousins or relatives, what have you, get into certain credit unions, and when applicable, use member links in videos and blog posts. The goal is that, your membership would be paid for each year by a referral or two, and anything else you make on top of that is just extra. There is no earning cap, and that's just kind of the goal. So I would love to see you over there if you are interested. Again, about 100 members strong. The join button will tell you more. So sometimes when you click on a link, it, for example, that's why it might not be my name. It might be someone else's name, but I'm the only one who manages putting the links in the videos and the blog post. We have like a spreadsheet where people can, manually put their links and stuff in the Discord. But anyways, love to see you over there. Of course, thank you so much for watching. If you found it interesting, drop me a thumbs up down below. If it's particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channels. We're posting content just like this every single week on how to make the bank's money become your money, and of course, every single day over on ProfitableContent.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.